I have the same, nothing changed, right? We did a policy review. We went through our process. Everything about my profile is the exact same. Why did my premiums increase?
It could be a number of different factors. Most homeowners policies have a built-in inflation coverage, first of all. So your home doesn't cost the same this year as it did last year to, in terms of market value and reconstruction costs because everything costs more. And so a little more coverage comes a little bit more premium. And then insurance companies just in general taking some rate increases as well to cover, the increased cost of everything in terms of, claim payout, adjusters, everything like that, which, unfortunately this kind of impacts everyone. We're feeling it as well in terms of rate increases on our
Yeah.
homes. So it's not, we don't get breaks just because we sell insurance. We experience it also.
Right.
So, and like I said, it's between the the claim payouts due to everything kind of costing more in terms of inflation, construction costs, labor costs. Insurance companies just kind of have to mitigate that the best they can because they're in the business to not go bankrupt.
Right.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. And how they pay claims is by collecting premium, right?
yeah.
So let's say I'm big insurance company name here,
Mm-hmm.
and I sign you on as a new client, new
Mm-hmm.
customer, and you pay me $1,000 for the year in insurance.
Yep.
Renewal comes around, premiums go up a little bit. Next year, you pay another, let's say $1,200, right? So now we're in $2,200.
Yeah.
In that policy period, you file a claim, and it pays out $10,000, right? So if we have a lot of people filing claims and getting big payouts,
Yeah.
and you've only put in $2,200 into your new policy, right? I think a $10,000 return of those premiums really is a pretty good payout. So
Yeah.
I think sometimes people get lost in the bigger picture of,
Yeah.
well, nothing changed, right? Everything stayed the same. For me, I had a 52% increase in my personal auto policy this year,
Yeah.
right? Nothing changed. My cars were a year older. I didn't get any tickets. My wife didn't get any tickets. We weren't in any accidents. Literally nothing. We had lived in the same address. Everything was the same. So why did my rates go up? There's a few reasons for that, right? The length of claims, how long it's taking to pay claims is making stuff more and more expensive.
Yeah.
The cost of those claims is increasing, right? And then also there's a lot of factors such as Mother Nature where we see the impact on the insurance side of a storm that may not even happen here in Missouri. It may happen in Florida. It may happen in Texas. It may happen in California. But since we all share the risk, right, as individuals, none of us would be able to afford insurance if we didn't have it at all.
Yeah.
And the United States would really look like a third world country, honestly, if we didn't have insurance. So by sharing that risk and doing those things, all those things add up to a premium increase,
Yeah.
right? So part of our process, so I mean, I know what I did, but if you were my agent and you saw a 52% increase in premium at the Rogersville Insurance Agency, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I'm going to be proactive. I'm going to see that come across the screen, kind of be taken aback. That's insane.
Right?
I
Yeah.
understand a little bit, but wow.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go ahead and plug it into my system and start shopping it. But I'm going to reach out to you and say, hey, just a heads up, your renewal's coming up in about 30 to 40 days. You had a pretty substantial increase. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this for you, see if we can't find you something, to be more competitive.
Right.
I'm not going to, not going to make sure they know I'm not just going to cut coverage and change coverage because we don't do that.
Right.
It's going to be the same or better coverage, but definitely going to shop you, find you something better, competitive rate wise.
Which is what I ended up doing, right? I moved from one company to another company, and it was a little bit more than what I was paying the last 6 months, but
Nothing compared to what you would be paying if you
nothing
stayed.
compared to the 52% increase if I would have stayed.